Thank you for joining us here at Subscribe to Love. Baba and Lala are wholeheartedly both grateful for you and also sincerely delighted to bring you all the wondrously wonderful recipe that we have for you today. But before we join them in the kitchen, let us not forget to first, as we should every day, subscribe to love.
Well, hello, all you beautiful, beautiful people. Oh, my goodness, do we have a delicious one for you today. That's my loving man. We call him Bubba.
And this lovely angel straight from heaven is the Lord.
Right over that, because we have to get to this absolutely amazing pork chop recipe.
We've been making this chop for years, but we have to admit that we slightly stole it from the master, Gordon Ramsay. But we have a few extra little tips, and we have a secret ingredient that takes it to the next level.
Now, I know this might sound crazy, but the most important element of this pork chop recipe is the pork chop.
It's gotta be the right cut. You gotta have a pork chop that is at least an inch thick at the minimum. You want some fat running through the cut. You want some fat running along the cut. It matters. Do not buy these pork chops that are like this thin, and that while you put them in the pan, they curl up and become shoe leather. That's not what we're going for.
Who wants to eat that?
Nobody wants to eat that. And we highly recommend bone in.
It's all about the flavor, flavor, flavor. That extra fat running throughout and around the pork chop really makes it extra juicy and extra tasty.
One last thing, we also recommend taking your chop out of the fridge a while before you're gonna cook. For example, we took ours out about
30 minutes.
30 minutes before cooking. It is highly recommended.
I think we covered everything else in our video.
Are you all ready for this? Because I'm pretty sure that this here recipe is gonna go straight, I'm talking directly into your favorite recipe lists.
I think it will.
Now, as always, we begin with mise en place. First, Lala readies our pork chop by removing any excess moisture. Next, she splendidly salt and peppers the beauty, and then works it nicely into the meat. Then repeats the process on the reverse side. Note, if you have got a thick layer of fat along the back of your chop, it's best to give the fat a few slices to prevent your meat from curling, which would cause it to cook unevenly. As you can see, our cut does not have much, so we didn't need to worry about it. Flip your chop all around to make sure the seasoning is on all sides, because why not? Well, hello there, Baba. Let us prepare our sweet, salty, and ever so slightly spicy pepper mix that will perfectly complement our prodigious pork chop. We begin with a proper slicing of our red bell pepper. Stand it up, top down, before peeling the flesh off and slicing your thinnish strips. Oh no! Here we go, on the Goofy Town Express.
I call it a bell pepper because it's like ding dong, ding dong.
Okay, now that that's over, how about we roughly cut our 3/4 cup of red onion? For sensitive hands, Bubba recommends gloving up before seeding hot peppers, especially when utilizing his very hands-on method. Once your red chili pepper has been rendered seedless, roughly chop the bad boy up right nice.
It's time for the garlic.
As you undoubtedly already know if you tune into our channel, we love garlic almost as much as we love butter. So, as Bubba is now, let us lovingly chop up 2 delectable cloves of our wondrous vegetable.
Sticky.
Other ingredients will include salt and pepper, of course, butter, balsamic vinegar, olive oil, thyme, basil, and tarragon. Now that's what I call mise en place. Now we pan-sear our porky pork chop. I'll add some garlic-infused olive oil into our hot pan, and then lays our succulent chop away from herself so that the lava-like oil does not have an opportunity to scald her lovely skin. We let our succulent piggy sear away for approximately 3 to 4 minutes before taking a little peek.
That's a mess.
With the meat perfectly coloured, Lala gives it a flip. And then, you won't believe it, but she visits Bubba's favourite place, Goofy Town. Don't be afraid to give your pork a little push to assist in the blazing. Now, the la adds just a tad more olive oil, as our pork chop seems to be thirsty for more. For the very best flavour, flip your chippy little chop onto all its lovely sides. This will help further render the fat, greatly increasing the probability of achieving the perfectly perfect sear. This may sound strange, but after approximately 8 total minutes on the heat, all depending on the thickness of your cut, it's finally time to probe our meat. We have found the best temperature range to be between 145 and 155 degrees Fahrenheit, so we are happy as pie with our reading of 149 degrees. With our chop taking a break from its swelter, Bubba now turns down the heat and adds 1½ tablespoons of butter to the pan. Be very careful not to burn your buttery butter. Next, we throw in 1 sprig of fresh rosemary and then a 2-finger pinch of dried thyme. Just as you should, Bubba gives our 2 cloves of garlic a good smack before casting them on in, skin and all. Let us thoroughly agitate our concoction in preparation for the reintroduction of our absorbent pork. After its reinsertion, we proceed to baste. And boy, do we ever! We baste. You may ask, why must we baste? Baste. And our reply would be, it's all about the taste. Here at Subscribe to Love, we not only believe in subscribing to love of life, but we also believe that cooking with love is the greatest ingredient of all. We believe you can truly taste it. With our superiorly cooked chop complete, we now let it have a well-deserved rest.
Hey, loving man.
What? What'll do? Where's my whiskey, woman? Where
It's time to saute our sweet and salty pepper mix. So Lala starts by pitching our bell pepper into the hot pan, which is beautifully seasoned with the leftover juices from the chop. Next, she slides in the red chili pepper and onion. Kick that wondrous mix all around your scorching metal. Season with a dash or two of both salt and pepper. You will know your veggies are sautéing and not boiling by listening to the crackling sounds you hear now. Just remember to keep your heat high and keep the mix moving.
Camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
La la, is that a chipmunk whiskey laugh? Oh, it sure is.
Whiskey now.
Further season with 1/4 teaspoon each of both basil and tarragon.
It's time for the garlic. Make a hole!
Yes, la. Then once your garlic has released its wondrous fragrance, it's time for the secret ingredient, which is Chef John Pierre's black mission fig, balsamic vinegar. Papa, don't you dare!
So good.
This special balsamic vinegar is what gives us our sweetness and is simply divine when cooked with our veggies. It, of course, is optional. So if using traditional balsamic vinegar, just add 1/2 tablespoon of either honey or your favorite sweetener. Once the liquid has reduced a bit and is adequately coating your vivacious veg, it is time to plate up. Let us sample this photoshopped-looking porky pork chop.
Favorite part
Favorite part.
when we get to eat the grub. It's fun cooking.
But it's more fun to eat. Hey, this one's mine.
Well, I made that. You son of a gun. Alright, get a little of that juice.
Juice it up right nice.
Guys, you don't even know. You don't
Okay,
even
here we
know.
go. Here we go.
This is a plus sign. Means
It's buttery and garlicky and amazingly delicious.
so the peppers, that little concoction we made, has the sweetness. The sweetness that for some reason goes with pork.
Yeah, and it's
Pork
not
chops.
too sweet,
Mhm.
you know?
And you can go up and down with that.
Right.
Same thing with garlic, up, down. But tell you what, right now,
Cut that piece in half right there. That's my bite. It's so sweet of you to do that.
okay guys, we're not making you watch us eat this whole damn thing. Because I'll tell you what, we're gonna get sloppy. We do it all pretty for you guys on camera, but right when it stops rolling, we're like, hey, don't forget to do one thing for us. Subscribe to love.
Do it.
What's up, Bubba? Oh, I see you're having a nightcap. Wait, isn't that Lala's glass? I think I hear her coming. For more future fun with Bubba and Lala, and remarkable recipes simply, subscribe to Love